the stage next, welcome Jonathan Shael.
Hey, so I'm not really a comedian. I'm more getting my thrills here, like rock climbing and riding roller coasters, but without the vertigo or vomit. I'm not a comedian. I'm a psychologist, actually. But I'm not a touchy-feely psychologist. People go to prison for that. A lot of people can't tell the difference, or they don't know the difference between counselors, psychologists, and psychiatrists. But it's actually not that hard to tell us apart. Psychologists are the only one who is bothered by the fact that nobody can tell the difference between us and the other two. You might think that psychologists have a lot in common with psychiatrists, but actually we're closer to sex workers. We both have intimate relationships with people for money, and we both buy Kleenex in bulk. I don't like calling myself a psychologist. I prefer the term mental health professional because I've had so many mental health problems in my life. I'm now considered a professional. You could say I focused on ADHD, but really I didn't focus on anything. That's the problem. Took me 40 years to get organized to get my diagnosis, and apparently that automatically qualifies me. But there were some early signs. For instance, I didn't get it together to finish my high school diploma, but I do have my PhD. Yeah, when you do that, it's called your ADPHD. And I have to admit that I have dried myself off with a tiny washcloth more times than I care to admit because I forgot to take the towels out of the dryer. In fact, I kid you not, I did that today. So speaking of Kleenex, I have ADHD, remember? Speaking of Kleenex, I have a joke about masturbation. You gotta write what you know, And what I'm wondering is if guys always use their dominant hand to masturbate, or if they sometimes like using their submissive hand, Treat their wristwatch as a collar, maybe a little slap on the wrist every now and again, keep things interesting, no? I do have a daughter, so not all of my sperm ended up in a tissue. Hey, one of them's got to middle school even. My daughter's love language is sugar. I'm half expecting her to grow up and marry Willy Wonka or the Easter Bunny. I am trying to get more men to come to therapy, so I started offering Star Wars-themed therapy sessions. It's CBT, but we call it Jedi mind tricks, and I talk like Yoda the whole time. I also tried Star Trek sessions, but those did not go as well. It turns out people don't like it when you boldly go into their psyche where no man has gone before. All right, that's my time. Thank you very much.